In a move that has sparked controversy, India's Ministry of Railways signed a deal with China's Taiyuan Heavy Industry Corporation. The deal is for the supply of train wheels. These wheels are crucial for India's ambitious high-speed rail project. The contract, worth millions, raised eyebrows. This is because the agreed-upon price is higher than the initial bids from Indian manufacturers. This decision has ignited a debate on India's dependence on Chinese imports. It has also brought to light the challenges faced by domestic industries. The deal has exposed the vulnerabilities of India's manufacturing sector. It has also highlighted the country's urgent need to upgrade its infrastructure. This is particularly true for its aging railway network. The decision has not been without its critics. Many question the government's commitment to Make in India. This initiative aims to boost domestic manufacturing. The deal with China seems to contradict this vision. It has left many Indians wondering about the government's priorities. India's railway network is one of the largest in the world. It traverses thousands of kilometers connecting cities, towns, and villages. However, this vast network is plagued by aging infrastructure. Decades of underinvestment have taken their toll. Tracks are often in disrepair. Signaling systems are outdated. This has resulted in a worrying number of accidents. The statistics are grim. Every year, thousands of people lose their lives in railway accidents. Many more are injured. Modernization of the railways is not just about speed and efficiency, it is a matter of public safety. The need for urgent reform is undeniable. The government has recognized this. It has announced ambitious plans to modernize the network. This includes introducing high-speed rail corridors, but these plans require massive investment. They also require access to advanced technology. This is where the deal with China comes in. It is a pragmatic yet controversial solution to a pressing problem. India has long harbored ambitions of becoming a global manufacturing hub. The Make in India initiative was launched with this very goal. The aim is to encourage domestic production. This would reduce dependence on imports. However, the reality is that India still relies heavily on foreign components. This is especially true for high-tech industries like high-speed rail. India's attempt to produce its own semi-high-speed train, Train 18, is a case in point. While the train itself was assembled in India, many critical components were sourced from abroad. This reliance on foreign technology is a major hurdle in India's path to self-reliance. It is also a source of frustration for those who believe that India has the capability to produce these technologies domestically. The deal with China for train wheels is a stark reminder of this dependence. It has fueled the debate on whether India can truly achieve self-sufficiency in critical sectors. The Russia-Ukraine war has sent shockwaves through the global economy. Supply chains have been disrupted, prices of essential commodities have skyrocketed. India too has felt the impact. Prior to the war, Ukraine was a major supplier of train wheels to India. These wheels were critical for India's expanding railway network. The war brought this supply chain to a grinding halt. Indian Railways was suddenly faced with a critical shortage. This shortage threatened to derail the government's ambitious plans for modernization. The situation called for swift action. India had to find an alternative supplier quickly. This is where China came into the picture, offering a seemingly viable solution to India's predicament. A high-stakes gamble. The technical hurdles. Producing high-speed train wheels is a technologically complex process. It requires specialized expertise and advanced manufacturing capabilities. These wheels are not your average train wheels. They need to withstand immense pressure and heat at high speeds. This is crucial for the safety and efficiency of high-speed rail. India, despite its strides in manufacturing, still lags behind in this specific area. Domestic manufacturers have struggled to produce wheels that meet the stringent quality standards required for high-speed rail. This technological gap has forced India to rely on imports. This dependence is a cause for concern, especially given the country's ambitions to become a leader in high-speed rail technology. The China card, a choice made in haste? Faced with a critical shortage and mounting pressure, India turned to China. The decision was primarily driven by two factors: economics and logistics. China, with its massive manufacturing capacity, was able to offer the wheels at a competitive price. Moreover, China could deliver the wheels within a shorter time frame compared to other potential suppliers. This was crucial for India, which was already facing delays in its high-speed rail project. The government argued that the deal with China was a pragmatic solution to an immediate crisis. Critics, however, questioned the long-term implications of this decision. They argued that India should have used this opportunity to invest in domestic manufacturing. The deal with China, they claimed, was a short-sighted solution that would further increase India's dependence on its neighbor. Paying the price, economic and political costs. The deal with China has come at a cost, both economic and political. China insisted on prepayment for the train wheels. This is unusual in international trade. It put a strain on India's finances. Additionally, the deal has further tilted the trade balance between the two countries in China's favor. India and China have a long and complex history. They are rivals in many ways. They compete for influence in Asia. They have unresolved border disputes. This history adds a layer of complexity to the deal. Critics argue that India has ceded economic and strategic leverage to China. This is a deal made out of necessity, not choice. It underscores the challenges India faces in balancing its economic interests with its geopolitical ambitions. Riding the wave of distrust, public backlash, and media frenzy. The news of the deal sparked outrage among some sections of the Indian public. Social media was abuzz with criticism. Nationalist sentiments ran high. Some people called for a boycott of Chinese goods. The media played a significant role in shaping this narrative. Newspapers ran headlines highlighting India's dependence on made-in-China products. This public reaction reflects a growing distrust of China. It also highlights the challenges the Indian government faces in navigating public opinion. The Boycott China campaign gained momentum. It put pressure on the government to reconsider its reliance on Chinese imports. This incident underscored the deep-seated anxieties about China's growing economic and military might. It also demonstrated the influence of public opinion on India's foreign policy decisions. The missing link. Why not Japan? Japan, a global leader in high-speed rail technology, seemed like an obvious choice for India. Japan has a proven track record. It has built and operated some of the world's most advanced high-speed rail networks. Japan was also keen to partner with India. It saw it as a lucrative market. However, Japan's offer came with certain conditions. Japan's technology is expensive. It would have significantly increased the overall project cost. Additionally, Japan's timelines were longer. It could not deliver the wheels as quickly as China. India, facing a pressing need and budgetary constraints, ultimately chose the Chinese option. This decision was a reflection of India's difficult choices. It had to balance its long-term strategic goals with its immediate needs. Full steam ahead, a necessary evil on the tracks to progress. The decision to purchase train wheels from China has been a contentious one. It has sparked debate and fueled anxieties. However, it is important to view this decision in the larger context. India's need to modernize its railway network is urgent. The existing infrastructure is outdated and dangerous. It is holding back economic growth. The deal with China, while not ideal, was a pragmatic solution to an immediate problem. It has allowed India to keep its high-speed rail project on track. In the long run, India must invest in its own manufacturing capabilities. It must reduce its dependence on imports. This will require sustained investment in research and development. It will also require a supportive policy environment. The journey to self-reliance is long and arduous, but it is a journey that India must undertake for its own future.